Hello friends, welcome to my new video. Today we are going to solve May 2017 question number 13. Let us read the question first. The following information was extracted from the records of the Bowlers Cricket Club for the year ended 31st March 2017. 1st April 2016, 31st March 2017. This is the period of this club. First comes subscriptions in arrears, then subscriptions in advance, stock of refreshments, creditors for refreshments, clubhouse cost, equipment, net book value. These are the opening balance of these items and these are the closing balance of these items. The treasurer also provided the following summarized receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st March 2017. This is the receipt side and this is the payments side. Balance 1st April 2016. This is the opening balance of receipts and payments account, that is 1267 pounds. Then sale of refreshments 5433, donations 5000 pounds, subscriptions 8000 pounds. Then the payment side, payments to creditors 3070, equipment 1500, sundry expenses 3500, greenkeepers wages 9000 pounds, and 2630 is the closing balance. A. Calculate the accumulated fund on 1st April 2016. B. Prepare the subscriptions account for the year ended 31st March 2017. Balance the account on that date and bring the balance down to 1st April 2017. C. Prepare the refreshments trading account for the year ended 31st March 2017. And finally D. Prepare the income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2017. We have read the questions. Let us start solving the paper. First of all, it was asked to calculate the accumulated fund on 1st April 2016. What is an accumulated fund? An accumulated fund is the capital fund of a non-profit organization. Money is directed away from the accumulated fund when expenditures are greater than revenues and there is a budgetary deficit. Clear? Now we will have to calculate the accumulated fund on 1st April 2016. To calculate this, we need to put all the opening assets values and all the opening liabilities values. The first one is subscription in arrears. Here it is, subscription in arrears, 340. What is this? This amount is not paid by the members last year and the members owe this amount to the club. Last year, 340 subscription was not paid by some members and those members owe this amount to the club. It is a kind of receivable or asset for the club. That's why it has been shown in this section. Then comes stock of refreshments 421. Stock of refreshments 421. Clubhouse cost 5000 pounds. Clubhouse cost 5000 pounds. Equipment net book value 3000 pounds. Equipment net book value 3000 pounds. Cash. It means opening cash. So in the receipts and payment account, the opening cash was shown 1267. This is also an asset for this club. Then comes the liabilities. In the liabilities section, first one is subscription in advance. What is this? This amount is paid by the members in advance last year for this year. Last year, some members paid their subscription in advance for the current year. It is a liability for the club as this amount is paid by the members last year for this year before receiving the service of the club. For this reason, this is a liability for this club. Then comes creditors for refreshments 152. If you add the assets figure, you will get 10028, and if you add the liabilities figure, you will get 352, and if you deduct liabilities from assets, you will get accumulated fund 9676 pounds. Clear? Next, in number B, it was asked to prepare the subscriptions account for the year ended 31st March 2017 and to balance the account on that date and to bring the balance down to 1st April 2017. So let us start. First of all, we need to know what is a subscriptions account. It is actually a debtor or asset and a creditor or liability account. Both will be shown in this one account of Bowlers Cricket Club. Subscriptions account is actually an account which shows how much members owe to this club in terms of subscription and how much this club is liable to the members in terms of subscriptions. Clear? To prepare this account, we need to put the opening balances first. So the opening balance for subscriptions in arrears is 340. Balance BD 340. What is this? I have already explained this in number A. This amount is not paid by the members last year, and the members owe this amount to the club. It is a kind of receivable or asset for the club. Then comes subscriptions in advance, 200. Balance BD, 200. What is this? This amount is paid by the members in advance last year for this year. It is a liability for the club. It is shown in opening liability because some members last year pay their subscriptions in advance for current year. That's why it has been shown as liability in the subscriptions account. Then comes the two closing balances. Subscriptions in arrears, closing balance 480. Balance CD 480. What is this? This amount is not paid by the members for this year, and the members owe this amount to the club. It will be an asset for the club next year. As 340 has been treated as asset in this year, 480 will be treated in the same way next year. Then come the closing balance of liability. Subscriptions in advance 130. Balance CD 130. This amount is paid by the members in advance this year for next year. It will be a liability for the club next year. As the opening liability was shown 200, in the same way the closing liability will be shown. Then comes bank 8000. This is the amount which is shown in receipts and payments account. Subscriptions 8,000 pounds. This is actually the amount which has been actually received during this year. So the journal for this transaction will be bank debit, subscription account credit, or receipts and payments debit, subscriptions account credit. That's why this had been shown on the credit side of the subscriptions account. After putting these values, we need to balance this account. If you add up the credit side, you will get 8680, and if you deduct 340 and 130 out of 8680, you will get 8210. If you want, you can calculate it on your own. You will get the same result. And this 8210, it is actually the incurred amount of subscriptions which must have been received from the members, and this amount will be shown in the income and expenditure account as income for this year. Clear? Next. Then in number C, it was told to prepare the refreshments trading account for the year ended 31st March 2017. Here you can see I have prepared a trading account for you. First of all, you need to put sales here. Sales for refreshments, and sales for refreshment was told here in the receipts and payments account 5433. 5433. Then you will have to calculate cost of sales. In cost of sales, the first item is opening stock of refreshments. The opening stock of refreshments is told here 421, and the closing is also told 389. Now you will have to calculate the purchase amount. To calculate the purchase amount, you need to think differently. Here in this question, we will calculate the purchase amount by using the creditors figures. Please have a look. Creditors for refreshments. We all know that opening creditors plus purchase minus payment is equal to closing creditors. So if you know the closing balance of creditors, if you know the payment which have been made to the creditors and the opening balance of the creditors, you can calculate your purchase amount. Please have a look how I have calculated it. Purchase equals to closing creditors plus payment minus opening creditors. I have just changed the sides. In an equation, if you change the sides, the positives become negatives and the negatives become positive. I hope you all know this. So the closing creditors balance is told here. Please have a look. Creditors for refreshments, closing balance is 143. And the payment amount, the payment to creditors is also mentioned in receipts and payments account 3070. 143 plus 3070 minus opening creditors. The opening balance is also told here 152, and if you solve this formula, you will get purchase 3061. This is how we have calculated the purchase amount. Finally, we have got the cost of sales, opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock, and if you deduct cost of sales out of sales, you will get the profit, that is 2340. Clear? Finally, in number D, it was told to prepare the income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2017. To prepare the income and expenditure account, you need to put all the incomes on the income section and all the expenses in the expenditure section. So, in the income section, the first item is subscriptions. Please have a look. I have told you in number B that 8210 will be treated as income in the income and expenditure account. So, I have shown this as income in the income and expenditure account. Then we have shown profit from refreshments 2340. This is also an income for this club. Then comes the donations. Please have a look. The donations is mentioned in the receipts and payments account on the receipt side, £5,000. So this is the total income of this club, that is 15,550. Then comes the expenditure part. The first item of expenditure is sundry expenses, that is 3,500. Then comes the greenkeeper's wages, £9,000. And then the depreciation part. In this question, depreciation is calculated in a different way. Let me show you how I have calculated it. Please have a look. Equipment net book value opening was £3,000 and closing was £2,800. And if you have a look carefully in the receipts and payments account, on the payments side, 1,500 was paid for equipment. It means during this year 1,500 equipment was purchased. Even after purchasing new equipment during this year, the closing balance of equipment net book value have not increased. It means that the new equipment which was purchased during this year was fully depreciated. I am assuming this because if the new equipment would not have fully depreciated, the closing balance of equipment would have been much more than it is showing now. Clear? So the depreciation is calculated in this way: 3,000 minus 2,800. Then 1,500 was added because, as I told you, that the new equipment which was purchased during this year was fully depreciated, and for old equipment the depreciation value was only 200. So 1,500 and 200, it will be £1,700. Clear? So the total expenditure is £14,200, and if you deduct £14,200 from 15,550, you will get 1350, surplus of income over expenditure. I have tried my best to explain you each and everything in this video. If there is anything which you did not have understood or which I was not able to explain you, please comment in my comment box. I will try my best to explain you. If you like my video, please share with your friends and family, like my Facebook page, subscribe my YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can receive notifications about my latest videos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.